Well, hello and a very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for joining us today on the most anticipated car launch of 2020, the launch of the Kia Sonet. And I, Angad Bedi, am extremely thrilled to host you once again as we officially launch Kia Motors' second Made in India for the World product. And we have already discussed what makes the Sonet so distinctive and appealing at the world premiere. So today, as we get ready to reveal more details of the Sonet, let us first see how it is being built. And also, we will be taking up some questions at the end of the session. So please leave your questions in the chat section. And to tell us more about what has gone behind making this beautiful piece of automobile excellence, let's welcome Mr. Kuk Hyun Shim, MD and CEO, Kia Motors India, Mr. TJ Park, Executive Director and Chief Sales Officer, and Mr. Manohar Bhatt, Vice President and Head Marketing and Sales, Kia Motors India. Hello, gentlemen. Mr. Shim, let me begin by congratulating you on the response the Sonet has generated amongst the audience. In fact, I would say it's like a massive blockbuster. Would you like to say a few words to the friends of the media who have joined us today?
Thanks, Angad. Namaste, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. It's a matter of great pride for us at Kia Motors India to launch our second Made in India for the world product. Before beginning, on behalf of everyone at Kia, I hope you and your loved ones are staying safe and healthy during these unprecedented and challenging times. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for extending your wonderful support towards the Kia brand and our latest product, the Sonet. Thank you for the brilliant feedback on the Sonet. Your opinion matters a lot to us at Kia.
Well, it's like coming to a full circle, isn't it? Mr. Shim, we talked about the importance of India for Kia Motors globally during the world premiere. Tell us more about Kia's plans for India.
Yes. India is the key market for Kia Motors globally, and I am truly proud of what the team here has been able to achieve in such a short time. Our commitment to the Indian market has been reflected right from the inception. We have invested $2 billion in India at the Anantapur plant along with our vendor partners to develop a strong product portfolio and to be able to deliver on the promise of introducing a new product to Indian consumers. We are the fastest auto manufacturer to reach 1 lakh sales milestone in India and the only brand in India to have over 60,000 active connected cars on the roads. And none of this would have been possible without the immense hard work of the entire Kia Motors India family and the trust the customers have shown towards a young brand like us.
Mr. Shim, I'm very interested in understanding how you have managed to stay on track with the production of the Sonet despite these difficult times.
At Kia, we strongly believe in the power to surprise, and I just have 3 words to explain how we have been able to manage the global crisis: passion, dedication, and determination. I would also like to acknowledge the efforts of the employees across the country, including people at our Anantapur plant and our vendor partners who are working hard to ensure uninterrupted production of the new Sonet so that it reaches the homes of eager customers all around the country and later around the world. The Kia Sonet is the result of sheer passion, and our passion in making the Sonet is reflected in the way we have packaged the vehicle. I'm proud to announce the Kia Sonet will boast over 30 path-breaking segment first features to make it the perfect compact SUV, something the Indian audience have never seen before.
Well, Mr. Shim, I can definitely vouch for Kia's power to surprise. We are confident that with the new Sonet, India's love for the Kia brand will be greater than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shim spoke to us about Kia's plans in India and how the brand has been able to stay on track despite these challenging times. My next question is for Mr. Park. Needless to say, I'm a big fan of the Sonet, and honestly, I'm not surprised to see this reaction. How are you managing this extraordinary demand for the Sonet?
Thank you, Angad. Yes, you are right. The success of the Sonet has taken the entire industry by surprise, and I am proud of the fact that we have outdone ourselves yet again. We have recreated history with a record-breaking 6,523 bookings on the first day. Since then, the momentum has not slowed down, and till now, we have received over 25,000 bookings and still receiving an average of 1,000 bookings daily. At Kia, we keep the customers at our core. As Mr. Shim mentioned, we are doing our best to stay on track with the production of the Sonet to avoid any sort of the inconvenience for our customers. Fortunately, there have been no supply chain issues due to COVID-19. And looking at the increasing demand for the Sonet, we have begun the second shift following strict measures to be able to reduce the waiting period to minimum for the customers.
Mr. Park, the reason why I love the Sonet so much is because of its India Connect and the fact that made in India for the world. Can you tell us and our viewers more about the India connection?
Definitely, Angad. The Sonet is Kia's second made in India for the world product, and it will be first offered to Indian customers, followed by other countries globally. We take pride in the fact India will be the export hub for the Sonet, catering to over 70 markets, including the Middle East and Africa, Latin America, and Asia. It is truly made in India vehicles, offering globally quality standard, just like Seltos and Carnival. And you right mentions the Indian connections. It is not only conceptualized, developed, and produced at our state-of-the-art Anantapur plant, but also draws major design inspirations from India and its cultures. In addition to that, we have carefully added features that are much needed in the segment and perfect for the Indian conditions. For example, the Sonet comes with a ventilated driver and passenger seats, higher ground clearance, air cabin, and comfortable rear seats, something that is extremely essential. Knowing the love of the Indian consumers for mileage, we can proudly say we boast of the segment best mileage, such as the diesel 1.56 manual is 24.1, 1.56 automatic is 19, petrol 1.25 manual is 18.4, 1 liter turbo petrol 6 IMT is 18.2.
Well, that's great. The Sonet, as Mr. Shim mentioned, comes with many first-in-segment features. Mr. Bhatt, can you please elaborate more on that?
Sure, Angad. As Mr. Shim rightly mentioned, the Sonet is a result of sheer passion and dedication of our engineers and designers who have worked relentlessly to equip several never-seen-before features in the Sonet, over 30 of them to be precise. This makes it the perfect compact SUV that it is. These features are carefully added to offer complete comfort, convenience, safety, and optimum driving pleasure to our consumers. Some of the features included are the largest in class 10.25-inch HD touchscreen, the Bose premium sound 7-speaker sound system with subwoofer, remote engine start for automatic and manual transmission via the Yuvo Connect, and the smart key and smartwatch, etc., making the Sonet the most compelling offering in this segment.
Amazing. That is a long list, I must say. Mr. Bhatt, what are the features that the customers have seemed to like? And what are the popular trim variants, if I may say so?
Well, that's a slightly difficult question to answer, to tell you exactly what the favorite features of the customers are. but they have certainly taken great interest in the first-in-class diesel 6-speed automatic and the revolutionary intelligent manual transmission, or the IMT of the Sonet. So far, we have seen the highest bookings for the top-end trim of the GTX variant, which means that the customers have appreciated the segment-busting features like the Bose speakers, the ventilated seats, and the 10.25 AVNT of this variant. The diesel automatic was a much-needed powertrain in the segment, and the Sonet fills the gap effectively.
Thank you, Mr. Bhatt. So many things to look forward to in the Sonet. I know almost all of you have driven it already, and I can't wait to try my hands on one. Well, that brings us to the most important moment we all have been eagerly waiting for. Time to know the price of this truly amazing car. So without any further ado, I welcome Mr. Manohar Bhatt, Vice President, Sales and Marketing, Kia Motors India, to announce the official price of the all-new Kia Sonet.
Thank you, Angad. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce the official price of the Kia Sonet. The Kia Sonet HTE variant 1.2 petrol will be available at an introductory price of 6.71 lakh rupees, ex-showroom pan-India. And the details of the trim-wise pricing, I think, are on your screens now. Now, I'm proud to assert that it is due to our incredible commitment towards Indian consumers that we have been able to achieve this highest level of localization in the Sonet to arrive at this very appealing price point.
Wonderful. Now we take a few live questions from our media friends. Let's take the first one. Oh, okay then. Mr. Bhatt, would you like to start these queries? Apart from the way the Sonet looks and the fantastic design, what are the other features that are customized to Indian conditions?
Yeah, sure, Angad. Well, there are many things. As we discussed earlier, the Sonet is equipped with 30 plus segment best features, things that customers may never have seen in the segment before. In addition to the advanced high-tech features in the Sonet, we have integrated essential features such as Kia's smart pure air purifier with virus protection, the wireless smartphone charger with cooling function, and the much needed front ventilated driver and passenger seats. This is considering the hot weather conditions in most parts of the country. It is perfectly crafted for the Indian customers and best fits for the driving conditions here. So much so, we have tested the Sonet over 100,000 kilometers across the country through diverse terrain, driving situations, and climatic conditions.
That's fantastic. So, Mr. Bhatt, another question. Sonet's mileage is getting a lot of interest, as you know, it's much better than its competitors. What are the ARAI mileage figures?
Yes, as said earlier, we know that the Indian consumer is value conscious, and we have taken into account that fact and delivered on every possible front, including the mileage. The diesel 1.56 manual transmission offers 24.1 kilometers per liter. The diesel automatic offers 18.4 kilometers per liter of segment leading mileage, whereas the petrol 1.2 offers 18.4 kmpl and the petrol IMT offers 18.2 kmpl.
Great. Next question. Again, this one's for you only. The Sonet is quite a package for a sub 4 meter. But is the rear comfort compromised in any way?
Absolutely not, Angad. In fact, we have 910 millimeters of leg room, which is much above our top two competitors. Meanwhile, we have secured 392 liters of boot space, which is exceptional in the sub 4 meter segment.
Well, we see that the Sonet is a great package. Mr. Park, this one is for you. What are your sales target in India for the Sonet?
Okay, the Kia Sonet is not a product which is just for India. It is a global product which is made in India, and we will first offer to India customers, followed by 70 countries globally. We are extremely happy with the initial response the Kia Sonet has generated, and with the increasing demand for the vehicles, we aim to achieve a sales target of 100,000 units in India and 50,000 units in export in the first year for the Sonet.
Well, tremendous. Mr. Shim, how prepared is your Anandpur plant to manage the demand of the Sonet?
You know, Our state-of-the-art Anantapur manufacturing plant has the annual production capacity of 300,000 units, which will allow Kia to smoothly cater to the increasing demand for Sonet by Indian as well as international consumers. We have already started the second shift for our plant, and we are working continuously to ensure there is no delay in production in order to reduce waiting period for customers.
Well, lastly, Mr. Park, we would like to know from you, when will you start delivering the Sonet?
Yes, the delivery of the Kia Sonet will begin today. And the bookings will remain open, and the interested customers can purchase the vehicle at any one of the company's 265 customer touchpoints across 160 cities, or can even purchase the car online by logging on our website, kia.com.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. And that's all we have time for. Ladies and gentlemen, friends from the media, and everyone who took time out to joining us today for the launch of the Kia Sonet. Thank you for your support. The stunning new compact SUV from Kia Motors is finally ready to reach newer homes in India and become a part of their families. From me and everyone at Team Kia Motors India, thank you and goodbye. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.